welcome back to Mysteries Unfolding. For many years, the internet has been home to a multitude of terrifying images. But have you ever stopped to wonder about the origins of these pictures? Here, we will explore where these images came from and uncover the backstory behind each one. Slenderman is a fictional supernatural entity that originated as a creepypasta internet meme. He is depicted as a thin, unnaturally tall humanoid with a featureless head and face, dressed in a black suit. He possesses a range of abilities to stalk his victims, most notably tentacles, mind control, and teleportation. This creepypasta is one of the most iconic on the internet, inspiring video games, films, and a massive fan base. On June 8, 2009, a Photoshop contest was held on the Something Awful internet forums. The challenge prompted users to create a paranormal image. 2 days later, on June 10, 2009, a user named Victor Surge posted 2 innocent-looking black and white photographs of children playing outdoors. Upon closer inspection, however, Slenderman can be seen blending into the background. Victor accompanied both photographs with a brief description. "We didn't want to go, we didn't want to kill them, but its persistent silence and outstretched arms horrified and comforted us at the same time." One of the photos was dated 1983, with the photographer listed as unknown and presumed deceased. It was described as one of 2 images recovered from a fire at the Sterling City Library. This fire was notable for occurring on the same day that 14 children vanished, and for what officials called deformities, the Slenderman figures, which were attributed to film defects. The actual photograph was reportedly confiscated as evidence. The second photograph was dated 1986, with the photographer credited as Mary Thomas, who went missing on June 13, 1986. It is unknown whether Victor Surge won the Photoshop contest for his iconic photograph and description, but his creation has certainly become one of the most legendary paranormal photographs of all time. Level 188, also known as the Courtyard of Windows, is a Class 5 difficulty level in the Backrooms lore. It is considered unsafe and is populated by entities. While I won't delve deeply into the history of this level, it's worth noting that its image is one of the most iconic representations of the Backrooms, as it is widely circulated online. Interestingly, this image is actually a photograph of a real hotel that you can visit. It is the Holiday Inn located at London Heathrow. The hotel's architecture is unique and unusual for a Holiday Inn, but it nevertheless looks absolutely stunning. In 2011, Jeff the Killer became the face of creepypasta, but his image had appeared on the internet long before that year. The story goes that Jeff and his brother moved to a new town, where he was bullied, which ultimately led to Jeff being doused with acid and set on fire. Jeff then carved a smile onto his face and went on a rampage, killing his entire family and the bullies. Initially, people thought the image of Jeff originated with Katie Robinson, who posted a photo on 4chan in early 2008. This led to her being bullied, and some people altered her face using Photoshop. The next day, Katie's sister reportedly posted on 4chan that her sister had committed suicide. However, this story cannot be proven. The same image of Katie had appeared 4 years earlier, in 2004, on a parody Christian website. Thus, the Katie story is most likely a fabrication. The Jeff the Killer image appeared even earlier. In 2007, a year before the false Katie story, the same image was featured in a YouTube video titled NNN Special Broadcast. The video was made in a strange, analog horror style, and at approximately the 4-minute mark, the image of Jeff the Killer flashes on screen. It is believed to be one of the first original analog horror videos of the kind we see today. On September 10th, 2005, an image of Jeff appeared on the internet. It seems to be an earlier version of Jeff, but the earliest we can trace it back is to August 2005, when the same image was posted on a Japanese website. At the time, many people were discussing the image, and one user claimed it was taken from a 2005 commercial featuring a middle-aged Asian woman with her face painted white. Someone then took a screenshot of this woman and photoshopped it. It appears this became something of a meme in Japan at that time. This is the closest we have to the true origin of the Jeff photograph, and I feel that one day the commercial will surface. It's only a matter of time. In 2005, users on the 4chan board grew bored and decided to create a new monster. To be honest, it's not that terrifying, considering the idea came from 4chan. The story describes it as a tall, pale, human-like figure that walks on all fours and has 3 green eyes. It only attacks when you get close to it and is mostly seen in the backyards of suburban areas. It is claimed that in 2010, a hunter photographed it before it could escape. However, we already know this is fake because it's a creepypasta. So, what is the origin of this image? In reality, the image is from a promotional advertisement for the video game Resistance 3, and the creature is called a Grim. This image became so popular that many news sites, including the Daily Mail, wrote about it. They suggested that the photograph used for this image actually depicted Spider-Man, but how could they have been so wrong? Hanna-Barbera's Hennacyad, better known as Thing JPEG, is a creepy image I remember seeing when I was young. Adrian Gasly made a video about the origin of this image, shedding light on it and similar videos. The image dates back to 2006 to 2007, when it was part of a creepypasta called Giorgio and Bugman. However, the image itself appeared around late 2004, when someone created a 2chan thread with photos titled, "This girl is creepy. Work your magic and make her cute," inviting people to Photoshop her to make the image less spooky. It was a meme at the time. On October 2nd, 2021, a Japanese YouTuber published a video titled The Truth. What is the identity of this mysterious image? He showed the original photograph. The video suggests the image may have been sourced from an auction or a mail-order website. In reality, it is simply a doll, and someone photoshopped the eerie mouth and eyes onto the actual photograph of the doll. Eyeless Jack is a creepypasta from 2012. The story follows a man named Mitch who encounters Jack, who cuts his cheek. The next day, Mitch goes to the hospital and discovers that his kidney is missing. Later, when he wakes up at home, Eyeless Jack is standing before him again. We can identify the creator of the original Eyeless Jack photograph. On Twitter, someone posted another image of this Jack, and in the comments, the original creator confirmed that he was the one who made it. Several years ago, a friend of his stole the image and posted it anonymously. Then, someone else used it for the creepypasta. The creator, Pot Cass, uploaded an HD version of the photograph that no one had seen before. This serves as proof that he created the image, as he possesses the original high-definition version. The Wario Apparition is an image of a floating Wario head in a hallway. While the image isn't overtly scary, it has an uncanny valley feel to it. Super Mario 64 is a popular and beloved Mario video game, first released in 1996. However, in 2020, the game's popularity surged. It was during this time that the photo of Wario appeared, with claims that he appeared in the video game. The Wario Apparition creepypasta describes him as an unusual, anomalous entity in the game, and is possibly one of the most popular legends associated with Super Mario 64. Behind the 30-star door in the basement, which leads to the game's 9th level, the floating head, upon noticing the player, begins to pursue him down an endless hallway. I won't elaborate further, nor will I instruct you on how to summon it because it's all a fabrication. However, the image you see here is real. It just isn't from Super Mario 64. This image, or more accurately, video, appeared in 1996 at the E3 convention, which is a gaming expo where new games and consoles are announced. During a live demonstration of the highly anticipated Nintendo 64 console, Wario appeared on a massive S-shaped projection screen with a laser montage of Nintendo's game lineup. At E3, Nintendo demonstrated how Donkey Kong and Mario could talk to guests in real time using a facial motion capture system provided by Silicon Graphics Inc. Nevertheless, learning about the origin of the Wario Apparition and how they created it is actually very cool and fascinating. This is, of course, just my opinion, but I find it very impressive. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves.